So in today's video, we're going to talk about creatives and actually how important they are in your dropshipping business. I would argue that creatives are the second most important part in the whole dropshipping business model as a whole. So product is number one, and number two are the creatives. And it doesn't matter what else you do, if you don't have a really good creative, there's a very, very high chance that your dropshipping business is not going to work out. All right. Even if everything else is perfect, the creative thing could be the bottleneck. And if you don't do it properly, you need to change a lot of things up. So let me actually give you a proper rundown of what you have to focus on when you're doing creatives, where to order them, or where to buy them, or when you should do it by yourself. So the first thing you have to understand is those typical dropshipping creatives you're going to see all over the place. I'm going to show a couple of examples here. Are not working that well anymore. If you do those creatives which look super salesy from the get-go, you will get people to immediately not stop scrolling but keep scrolling on Instagram or Facebook. Okay? So when they smell something which is connected to sales, they immediately just keep going as a reflex. Everybody who's scrolling out on Instagram, they do that. Okay? So it's really important to make the ad look like it's not an ad. Okay, and there's a bunch of ways how you do it. Number one is the format. So if you go to any Instagram page or Facebook page and you actually look on what they're posting, what goes viral for them, you're going to see a pattern. Okay, you're going to see a very specific type of video going viral, and all the other ones don't. Okay, and if you just replicate that exact thing, you're going to be doing way better on dropshipping because it's just going to look and feel like all the other pages which are around, because most of those like Instagram pages have one theme. Okay, they all look the same. So if you just replicate that, people are immediately going to think, all right, this is something which is going to entertain me as previous videos on Instagram did. And then they stop scrolling, and then they see your product and they're maybe actually interested or maybe not. However, if they are, they're going to click, etc. Okay. So the next thing after the format is the scroll stopper. And the scroll stopper are basically the first 3 to 5 seconds of the video by itself. And that first part is the most important part in the whole dropshipping video, okay? Because the very first couple of seconds are going to determine if people stop scrolling, if they keep watching, or if they immediately skip past. And it's going to be the scroll stopper and the format, all right? However, the scroll stopper you can directly impact with, for example, putting a special video in front of the video, which is very engaging to the audience, okay? When I started out, this was a game changer for me. I was not doing money for like 10 months in dropshipping. I was into it. I made some money, but it was not really profitable. However, then I changed up the clip on the very first couple of seconds of my video. So my product was in the boxing niche because I've been basically doing boxing for a very long time, so I'm passionate in that niche as well. And also because I was into boxing, I was following a lot of Instagram and Facebook pages which are just posting boxing content, okay? And I looked at that and I thought, okay, which clips actually do go viral? And I just took a clip of a guy getting knocked out, and then I showed, after the knockout, I showed my product. Okay, I phrased it in a way that with my product, you're going to be able to knock out people quicker and everything is going to be better. So basically that was kind of the gist of it. However, the first couple of seconds was just a guy which got knocked out, and that's a clip which goes viral on inside of the niche. Okay, on those boxing pages, constantly you're going to see people getting knocked out, and that was a really good example of that. I basically just took one of those clips, and that was a game changer. Like immediately after I did that, it blew up like crazy. Okay, I changed up the offer, I changed up a couple of other things. However, that was the thing which actually made my ad super profitable, and I had a first really good month. I made like over $70,000 in one single month just because I did that. And mainly the thing which was responsible for me doing that was that one thing. So the funny part about it is the video which actually went viral for me and which did so well, it was done on InShot. It's an iPhone app, which I basically did like in 5 minutes. It looked super basic, and it was nothing special from a professional perspective, okay? It didn't look professional at all. And that is the key why it worked, all right? You actually need to make things which don't look professional. Because again, professional things, they scream sales, okay? That's the only thing people see. It's only about sales. So the call to action for you guys here is to make videos which are not that high quality. They actually have to look native, and you can just reach out to an influencer. The influencer films a video with an iPhone, and that's it. That's going to be the viral clip, which could do really, really well, and the chances of you doing better with that than with a professional clip are way, way higher. Okay, so I hope I emphasized that enough. Let's go to the next point. The next thing are the headlines. So the headline of the video is super important as well, and you need to understand that after the scroll stopper and the clip after that scroll stopper, the headline is one of the top priorities actually about doing the split test. So it's really important to have a good headline, and it can also be a game changer. And I've also seen unprofitable ads go profitable just because of the headline. Okay, so one really interesting thing you can do with a headline is imply things which people didn't see yet. For example, what you can say is I can't believe how this mom reacted. All right, that's going to be the headline. However, you don't see a mom in the video. There's just a guy. Okay, so that makes people think, wait, what is he talking about? I need to wait to see what the mom reacts like, okay? So just by saying that, you imply that something is going to happen, which is going to be really interesting, and by doing that, you get people to watch the video, okay? So that's number one. Number two is you can have the best selling point of your product as the headline, and that can also do really well. For example, if you sell some kind of toy for kids, and you're going to say, my kid stopped watching TV, all right? After playing with this toy, my kid stopped watching TV. That's a really strong statement. That's exactly what the parents want to hear. That's exactly the thing which makes people buy, because, okay, my kid does play a lot on the phone. Let me buy this, so I solve this problem, so that's gone. Okay? And even if your product is not problem solving at all, you can kind of twist it in a way that it does solve a problem, which is this. Okay, so yeah, be creative with the headlines and to experiment a lot with that. And also, if you have something which is profitable, start testing a lot of headlines on that. Okay, so if you have your best video, start testing a bunch of headlines on that video so you can actually be sure that you have the best thing. And the last thing I want to mention here is you need to learn from competition and recreate what's working for them. Okay, it's really important to understand that your competition already did a lot of split tests for you. You basically see, all right, the first clip for them, the best working clip is this thing. So it's showing immediately the product, or it's going in this direction. And basically you immediately think, all right, let me also replicate that and take a very similar clip as the first second. And then the second clip is also going to be similar to theirs. And you basically replicate the form of how they did it because they already split tested a lot. All right? In a lot of the cases, you can be sure that people who have a winning product who are doing great, they already tested so much, and that's why they're doing great. Okay, so the thing which you're doing right now, it has a reason why they're doing it, and that's what's working the best for them. Okay, so obviously I wouldn't recommend just stealing an ad because that's not good. However, what you can do is replicate the ads and do a very similar thing as they do. Okay, so what I want you to do from now on is every single time you see an ad and you see a lot of engagement on it, just save it and think, why did this actually work? And then at some point you're going to start seeing patterns on why things work and why things don't work. And if you get softwares like AdSpy, it's pretty expensive if you're just starting out. It's like $150 per month, but like in the program we give it to everybody for free. However, if you want to use it, AdSpy is great to actually analyze competition and see what's working for them and what's not working for them. For example, you can take one person who's like selling something, and you're going to see all the ads they're published. Okay, so you're going to see everything which worked, which has a lot of engagement, and everything which didn't work. Obviously, keep in mind that there's also people who are just buying engagement, and that can be something which is pretty easy to fake. However, in a lot of the cases, you can actually see if something is working or not. And basically, if you see that all the traffic is coming from like Malaysia, then you can probably be sure that, okay, this guy is not selling it, it's just fake engagement. Okay, so I hope you learned something from the video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and also if you want to work with me personally one-on-one, click the link below, sign up for a free consultation session, where we're going to actually talk and see if we're a good fit to work together long term. Okay, it's going to be a one-on-one program, you and me, and I'm constantly going to look over your shoulder and tell you, all right, this is good what you're doing, this is bad, why is it good, why is it bad? And we're going to do things properly so you actually get to your goals with dropshipping. So if you actually want that, click the link below, and yeah, see you there.